Hello again and welcome back. Tonight I'm going to go over the details of Modern Warfare 3's first batch of downloadable content and my particular class setups. So pull up a seat and I hope you find this informative. Today, major details were released regarding the first batch of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3's downloadable content. On January 24th, which is just around the corner, Call of Duty Elite Premium members are going to be able to get their hands on the first of many additional multiplayer maps to come for Modern Warfare 3. Activision is calling these rounds of downloadable content drops, and they're supposed to be occurring on a monthly basis from now until September. So for the next 9 months, we're going to have monthly, maps, game modes, spec ops levels, as well as some other things that they've yet to comment on. This month's content drop consists of 2 maps for the competitive side of the multiplayer suite of Modern Warfare 3. I guess the first map is called Liberation, and as Activision and Infinity Ward has put it, these are quotes here: "Liberation is a vast militarized landscape taking place in New York City, ripe for long-range sniper and LMG fire. It's got 2 mounted turrets on either end of the map that lend power to anyone brave enough to expose themselves in exchange for deadly firepower." So, yeah, this map sounds like it's going to be pretty wide open. Obviously, it's going to be sniper-centric. So those of you who like the long-range engagement probably gonna dig this map. The second map is called Piazza, and it features an idyllic Italian getaway that is anything but, where tight corners and branching pathways pose great risk at every turn. So it's pretty much Liberation's polar opposite. It's going to be a tight, fast map that you really got to be quick on your feet. And it's going to be up in your face gun battles, I have a feeling. Obviously, from its description, Liberation seems to be a map that's going to be, that plays best for what I think is objective game types. I can see this map being popular among the domination crowd. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays. Robert Bowling from Infinity Ward has stated that the map will cater to those who enjoy long range, the long range engagement. So snipers, assault rifle guys. I have a feeling, all those striker, users are going to hate that map, but we'll see. Like I said before, Piazza is supposed to be the polar opposite of Liberation, where Liberation's, wide open, branching pathways. Piazza is going to be, pretty tight and compacted. It's going to be a compact map of winding streets and corridors, and it's probably going to have an emphasis on the vertical fight as well. Robert Bowling has made the following comment that this map is all about close quarters. He says, "Throw away your medium to long range classes. You don't need the sniper rifle on this map. I would even argue that while assault is very diverse in situation, this is one if you're going to go, submachine gun. This is the map to use those, those quick rapid fire weapons. So I think SMGs, PP90, P90, UMPs are going to dominate on this map. Me personally, I think he's right. From the screens that I've seen, from the short videos from the new trailer, I think this map's going to be best for TDM and kill confirmed, where it's fast paced, intense, up in your face combat. And to be quite honest, I can't wait to sink my teeth into both of these maps later this month. Like I said, Premium Elite members, keep a lookout, because on the 24th, which is just around the corner, that's when these maps will drop. If you're not a Premium Elite member yet, you're going to have to wait until March, when the maps will be bundled, more than likely with the February and March's, content drops in an all-inclusive pack. So, Call of Duty Elite is coming around. It's nice that they're starting to release this stuff that was promised, and we'll see how they stay on top of it. Another thing I want to talk about is my my custom classes. A coworker, Shane, shout out to you, and he's a fellow COD enthusiast. He plays a lot on the PS3, but we were talking about Call of Duty, as we do, and he asked me the other day about how I go, what custom classes do I use? What are my particular setups that I prefer? This led to a lengthy debate about weapons, perks, equipment, blah, blah, blah. And, he suggested that I put up a video about them. So here it is. Now, as you can see from my custom classes here, I've said it before in my previous videos, I'm not much of a rush player. I tend to play a little bit more defensive. So classes like shotguns, Submachine guns, I typically don't go for those. I prefer, the medium to long range, fight. So I normally pack an assault rifle. So we'll just go over my custom classes here right quick. For the most part, they're all identical. The only thing that really changes is the weapon. So the first one, obviously the ACR. I think it's a great weapon. It's accurate, minimal recoil, good rate of fire. I normally throw, just a silencer and kick on it. For my secondary, I take this MP9 with a silencer. I find it's a really good weapon. I beat out FMG9s with it. I beat out strikers with the MP9. Again, really high rate of fire, and with the silencer, you can't go wrong. What I like about the MP9 is that it doesn't have a lot of recoil, whereas if you take, everybody who runs the Akimbo FMG9s, as there's a lot of recoil when you fire those. Frag and flash, my grenades of choice. Some people say Semtex is better. It's personal preference. I like the frags because they'll move, they'll roll, so I know if I misthrow it, I still have a relatively good chance of getting the grenade to go where I want it to go. Whereas, the Semtex, if you throw it and it hits a wall, it's sticking. If it comes in contact with anything, it could really screw up your day. For my perks, first perk, Scavenger Pro. I know most MLG experts and, hardcore, super COD legends, they'll say run Sleight of Hand Pro. But me, I like taking Scavenger. I like having that reassurance that I have, a lot of ammo. Again, for me, because I don't run around the maps constantly doing, laps, it's nice having that extra ammo when I need it. Again, Hardline Pro, I think it's a must. It cuts your kill streaks by 1. So that really helps out in situations. And then I've become a really huge fan of Marksman. I have this on almost every class. And as you can see, it's not Marksman Pro yet because I haven't unlocked the Pro thing yet for it after I prestiged last. But normally it'll be Marksman Pro. It's basically a free wall hack. You can see targets from so far away. You can see targets, before they even come around corners because their names just show up unless they're using Assassin. So yeah, I run Marksman. For my strike packages, obviously this one's Assault. And it's a standard, up in your face assault package. So Predator, Reaper, which I've really grown to like. At first when COD 3 or Modern Warfare 3 came out, I wasn't too sure about the Reaper. But now, yeah, I like it a lot. The Reaper and C-130 and then the Death Streak Final Stand because, just because someone puts you down doesn't necessarily mean that you can't, get that revenge kill or you may have a chance of getting back up later. So yeah, that's my first class. My second class is probably the biggest deviation from the standard formula here. And this I like to use for really long range engagements and where, for lack of better words, I just want to camp. I really like the Mark 14. Again, kick and a silencer. Depending on the day or how I feel, I'll either take attachments and I'll take a silencer and a red dot. Mark 14 is a very solid weapon in the right hands. If you're going to snipe, I don't bother with sniper rifles. I'd rather snipe with the Mark 14. 2 shots will drop anybody. Good rate of fire, nice power. Recoil's okay, not too bad. And then, because I take overkill as my secondary perk, obviously I carry 2 primary weapons, so I pack an ACR with this, just as backup. If I need to move between, places, then it's nice to have that assault rifle. Because I camp with this class, I'll take a Bouncing Betty or a Claymore and then the trophy system because I know once I start racking up kills, people are going to know where I'm at and those grenades are going to start coming. So the trophy system helps out with that. Again, Scavenger Pro is first tier perk. Like I said, I like having that extra ammo. Second perk, Overkill, already explained that. And then of course Marksman. And this one I run Specialist. And so it goes straight into Hardline, Quick Draw, and then Sleight of Hand. And then, of course, Final Stand as the Death Streak. I've had a lot of success with this kit. This is actually what I got my first Moab with. So, yeah, I like it. Give it a try. Your mileage may vary just depending on your preferred game style. Next one down is my AK-47 kit. I really like the AK-47 in Modern Warfare 3. I was a big fan of the AK in the first Modern Warfare. I thought it was a decent rifle. Modern Warfare 2, it felt kind of like they nerfed it, and Modern Warfare 3's AK-47, it just feels good. It feels more like the original Modern Warfare. It's despite what the stats say, I tend to do really well with the AK-47, even at range. So, as you can see, I take kick and a silencer. Again, the MP9 with a silencer, frag flash, and then from there out, it's just like my ACR kit. It's Scavenger Pro, Hardline Pro, Marksman, Pred, Reaper, AC-130 Final Stand. That's just what works for me, and that's what I go with. Now, the one submachine gun class I do have when I feel like I want to run around and do laps around the map, I like the PP90 M1. This gun just spits out bullets like crazy, and I take the attachments with a silencer and rapid fire, and it just, a lot of ammo comes out of this gun, and you're gonna win a lot of gunfights with it. I call it the squirt gun just because it's just a stream of constant lead. The secondary weapon MP9 again with a silencer, frag flash. And because this is an SMG, class, I like to be a little bit more mobile. So tier 1 perk, extreme conditioning, run around the map really fast. Again, Hardline Pro, to get my streaks going a little bit quicker. You got to take steady aim when you're running, a sub class, because that hip fire is just, it's just nasty. And then Blast Shield Pro, as you can see down there, because I'm taking the Specialist strike package. So I go Blast Shield. It's great being invincible to stun and flash, especially when you are, rushing. And then Sleight of Hand, Scavvy, and Final Stand. And that's my subclass. And then I've got, my 5th class, which is, I call my random class. So just depending on the challenges, the weekly challenges, daily challenges, this changes from a day-to-day basis. Right now, I've got it set up as kind of like my anti-air, anti-equipment class. So right now, I'm just leveling with the G36. I think it's a good weapon. It's accurate. It's strong. Minimal recoil. I take kick with it in a red dot. Stinger, for those choppers. Semtex if I want to try to plant something. EMP grenade, because again, like I said, this is kind of my this is more or less my utility class. So, anti-equipment, anti-air. Again, Scavenger, Blast Shield, Marksman, of course. And then with this one, I'm running support, which I don't normally run too often. And I've got the UAV jammer, the super UAV there. Let's see, what is that? Can't remember the name, so bear with me here. So counter UAV, advanced UAV, and then of course the EMP to nullify all the enemy's equipment. And then of course Final Stand again. So yeah, those are my classes. That's just what I use. Everybody's got a particular game style that they that seems to fit them best. And these are what works for me. This is kind of, all these classes are very similar. If you look through my history of Call of Duty games, Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, and this, they're all fairly similar in setup. Obviously, some of the perks change and everything like that depending on which game you're playing, but similar in fashion. So I hope this guy gives you guys a little bit of insight into how I play and what I use. If you guys try them out, try these classes out and play with them, and let me know how they work for you. Again, don't forget about the new Modern Warfare 3 maps on the 24th. Really excited to see those. Not that I'm getting tired of the maps that are out now, but it will be nice to play some new maps. So with that, I'm gonna hop back online. Should have another video out, not tomorrow, but looking at Thursday. So stay tuned, and I will see you guys online.